YouTube as well. And I just want to say good morning to everyone. I've already been up and about, and it's this beautiful day here in Florida. It's just, I even wanted to say sensational Sunday because, I went outside. I had to go deliver something this morning, and the ride was just beautiful. And I could hear so many different birds just singing in the sun and this good morning, Jen. And it was just like this beautiful feeling in the air, and it was almost like a cloud really has just lifted, and I don't even feel it's like for me. I don't know if everybody else's chest and heart feels a little lighter this morning. I certainly hope so, because for me it has it's just been it's been a nice feeling to have. Sometimes we just feel like, the especially for empaths and stuff, all the energies and the world and the weight and everything. And I don't know, I um on the drive this morning, I was REM came on with The End of the World, and it's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. And I thought, you know what? Really, that's it. If we can just embrace all this beautiful positivity and everything else in this world, um, no matter all this stuff that's going on, if we find a place from gratitude and love and recognizing that there's still so much beauty here around us, that we're going to be just fine, right? We're going to be just fine. So at least that was what I got from out in nature this morning, and obviously getting this energy from it. And so hopefully I can share it with all of you, and we can see what the cards have for us coming up this weekend. And I don't know, I'm kind of looking forward, not to actually the weekend's over. I want to say for the week ahead. We do have the fall equinox coming up, and so yes, moving into summer and into the fall or autumn, but it's still this crisp and beautiful. And up in I'm a little bit of northeast central Florida, and autumn is such a beautiful time. And you may not see all the changes that you do in other states, but it is still magnificent. I don't know, sensational, magnificent. Should I throw in supercalifragilisticexpialidocious for the test? All right. Let's move on. I'm getting ready to the cards. What do the uncommon tarot have for us today, along with our angels, spirits, guides, the divine, all our loved ones, teachers, masters? What is the global collective and our divinely loved spiritual development global community? Oh, and Bo is having something to say, although I had asked him earlier to behave. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Shh, quiet. All right. And the first card, the Four of Cups. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this was actually Mike's lesson for yesterday. I'm also looking that I need a manicure. But of course, the Four of Cups, we're looking at emotions, this flow, water, and everything else. And it's about reevaluation and kind of looking. We have the other three cups down here, and this fourth one is just right out here in front of us. But maybe it's kind of like we really need to reevaluate what is truly important to us. Maybe even, yeah, like, what is, and we're not just sure about that other cup or which direction, but it's really about reevaluating that process. So maybe even if you want to meditate on that today a little before you start off the week, but we'll keep going forward. Oh my gosh, fours, fours. We have the four of wands here. And the four of wands is all about, fire and everything else, but this is completion. I love it because it's like, in here it's the finale of this beautiful dance. And maybe it's even completion of a process. And oh, and my mom calling. Ugh. Sorry, I mean, I'm not because I know I wanted to talk to her before, but I apologize for all of these disruptions. As Jen would probably say, pay attention, pay attention. But anyways, we're here at the beautiful. So we have fours here, and we're looking at the four of wands here, right after the four of cups. Oh, and then we come into the two of cups here, which is really just beautiful. And again, so we're really working with fire and water. Isn't this beautiful? Really, this duality in this process. And and then so when we have the two of cups here and we're looking at these emotions and we're looking at romance and soulmates and even looking into this. But soulmate, I don't even mind. I mean, I know we look at this as emotions and love and everything else, but oftentimes our soulmates are um, not really what we expect it to be. This is kind of, I see a story unfolding, and I'm kind of intrigued. Hmm. Right. So then we're going into the Six of Swords here. So we're going into this rite of passage. Um, it's very interesting because, we're in this evaluations and then we're coming into completion, then moving into we have these even numbers and the twos and the fours, and then we come into this with the two of cups with the soulmates, and now that's Luna, and we have to tell Luna to stop too because Luna is now asking Bo to play. See, everybody wants to get outside today. And so the Six of Swords, that we have this passage coming, and it's almost like um, it's the rite of passage. It's this time where we've come to this completion of something and we're allowed to move on. In a way, I almost feel like that's what it is with me. Even for me, myself, when I said this morning, like the clouds had lifted, it's like, okay, we're moving into this, moving forward into this. And I just, yes, I see it. I do feel it's very beautiful, Jen. I have it even on my hands. And again, we're really into these even numbers. And now, even after that passage, I come up with a beautiful Six of Cups. And so, even again, we're dealing with a lot of emotion here. And this is even joy, reviving these childlike feelings. And if you caught me at the very beginning, I was almost giddy like, because you know, I want to dance. I want to feel the wind between my fingers and wrapping around my body. And I want to see the sun shining and the blue skies. And I want everybody to be playing and be happy. And yeah, and then but if we're looking, it's always and in here with the Six of Cups, it's this balance here. We have the lovers on the card. I'm not really sure if you can see that up, but there's two, and we have the balance, we have the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, the feminine and the masculine, together in harmony here in this beautiful, and all through these even numbers. It's just wow. More coming in, and then we get the Justice card, and and when we look at the justice and everything else, I love this card because it's in perfect balance. So even when we're coming in here right after, we're going through this just this passage, we have the Four of Cups with we're evaluating the Four of Wands, and we're going into this completion of this beauty, of the dance, but we've made it through that finale, and then we're reconnected with our soulmates, and just finding that balance and love there. And then we have where we get to have that rite of passage where we get to move on. We're no longer held down with dead weight. And with that comes this beautiful balance of the Six of Cups, and the joy and the reviving of the feelings. And then we get into this major arcana of the Justice card, and where, everything is balanced out. I think where, and even in the uncommon tarot, even though we have the scales of justice, which are even. And this one is held up by the sword as well. And so when I'm looking at this, I see this. Wow. So I see this. It's just all the BS has kind of been just sliced out of the communication process. Really, that's just asking if there's more cards. Should I reshuffle? So I need to shuffle. Does the Justice card even belong in this reading? No, no. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna slide it up just a little. I'm gonna be shuffling the deck because that was my feeling, and that's what my pendulum said today. And I'm actually using this beautiful selenite one today. And I want to just say introduce it because, well, you know, those that help us really like to have that gratitude. So I just want to show it off and tell it thank you and loving it. And it's so funny because it is moving so slow in front of me, but yet it appears so fast on the screen. So, I just really I am telling you, this is, like, the weirdest thing I've ever seen, um, because the pendulum in the image on my screen is really faster than what it is going in front of me. I don't know how to explain that, and, but it's well, I do know how to explain it. And so yeah, just wow. Um okay, thank you. I am I am sorry, guys. I don't know if you can understand this. It's just I don't even want to apologize for it. I just hope you get to feel this love and giddiness that it is coming from my body today. Because I really want to share it with all of you. Mm. So what do I need to clarify? Anything? Is there a special message for anyone tuning in? All right. All right. Something is coming in. All right. Mm. Okay. So continuing on, we come into the beautiful King of Wands. And what I love about the King of Wands is kind of here, and if you look, we've got like the salamander, we have the pyramids in this picture, the definite of a the triangle in the background. We have the lion, and we have the courage and the fire and the of the wands, and this is really much with the spiritual realm as everything else. And so when we are coming in, it's it's we have this mastery and we have what we need. um and it's really about being a visionary and coming into it. And so with the King of Wands, we are here with just really going through with those visions and approaching them with mastery and courage. And we have all the tools we need for that. So, yes, I'm really enjoying all of this, really. So, and I had asked, so when we went through all of this in this rite of passage and such positivity, and it's still saying, don't get, have the courage to follow through. All these elements are here for us. And then, yes, we go into the Page of Cups here. And again, we're really very much dealing. We only had the one swords right now. And so we've been really dealing with our emotions here. We're dealing with the emotions and the spiritual realm. between the cups and the wands, mostly today, which is rather, well, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And so the Page of Cups, when we're coming in as well, and again, we're looking at our emotions and everything else, and it's really approaching with, you know, focus and determination, but as well as with compassion and tenderness. And there's this hope and delight and jumping out very much with the energy of what I have with me. Our and even the waters. Remember to look because even in here, I love in this one because in some of them the waters are really rough. But in here, you look. I mean, the sailboat is just coasting just beautifully, peacefully. There are no waves. The waters are so smooth, they look like glass, like you can walk on them. And wow, just what a magnificent week ahead. Um, is there any? Yes, there's more, there's more, there's more. Oh, okay. Is it in reverse? All right. So we have the Five of Cups, but it's in the reverse. And so I want to say well, we're not going to be disappointed. We're not going to be let down this time. I am going to refer to the book because just want to make sure on the reversals here. I really, but when I first saw them, I'm like, no, no, no. There's no spilled emotions here. There's no, I just don't see that coming. So finding comfort in what remains, starting over, accepting what is, pick up the pieces and move on. Time passing brings healing, enduring the heartache. And so I really, um, I just, I don't know. I just, um, I don't really, I look at this as if we've already cried the tears. We've already kind of dealt with all of that. Wow, we had the fours, the twos, and then we went to the sixes and the sixes, and now we're in the fives. And I just want to make sure. Is it in the reverse? Upright? No. Okay. So even these reverse cards are coming in, and even the reverse, the fives. And I want to really do this because I'm feeling such a complete such an overwhelming lightness and um peace that I haven't felt in quite some time. So we have the Five of Wands again. We're working in the spiritual realm, and normally the Five of Wands is really about competition, jealousy, bickering, and so much so that the prize is lost. But this is in the reverse, and I'm going to go back and even come into this one because in the reverse we're here with we compromise and peace returns. So compromises do have to be made in order for there to be peace. However, I want to make sure that we're clear on those compromises, right? Because I know in the past I've I've I compromised my way out of myself, and so within the boundaries there, but I still find it so, coming through this and seeing all this rite of passage. And so, even as I don't know, like I said, I was maybe this was for someone else reading, and what was those messages are. And it's just to keep going on with that vision and everything else and uncover. And then, even when we go through with that courage and the love and this bountifulness, we're getting over the sorrow. And you know what? Even when we're here and there's this completion, it's where in the reverse, it's where it's like a stalemate and someone just says, okay, so maybe someone here is, maybe for someone, all of that rite of passage is really just saying they're done. And saying you're done is fine too. That just means there's something else coming. Or for some reason, whatever it is, there is a detachment. And you know what? Even that is okay, because even a detachment, even a stalemate that brings something to completion, and that is something means that it's well, that we're yeah, one less thing to be concerned about, right? One less bag, literally one less bag. So it's all of that. And then when we come through that, we get this we are in the ace. We are in the ace of cups. Ace of cups. I love the ace. Aces, aces, aces are just magnificent. And so, look, even after the completion comes the beginning. So, and oh, this is just so beautiful. So, I guess what we are like in a process of we have two completions here coming up within this week. And we're completing a season. Summer is now, summer will be ending. We have the fall equinox coming up, I believe on Wednesday, whichever the 21st is, 21st, 22nd. Some people go in between, depending on where you live. But it's, so we have a new season coming, which is very much a completion. But also, this is really, I don't know, I find this because all of it is so beautiful. I mean, I just see it as something that needs to come. Is there any more cards for today? Does that conclude the reading? Yes. So, my guides, my spiritual woman, the cards have decided that's where it ends for today. So, on this sensational Sunday, and you are fabulous and sensational, all of you are. Um, I just want you to know that we're going to do a quick recap. So, maybe even today on this sensational Sunday, we begin to really reevaluate what opportunities are before us. And as we do that, we complete the dance with the Four of Wands. We started out with the Four of Cups, and then we went into the Four of Wands. And we're coming into this completion of dance. And when we get to that completion, after we've done our reevaluations, we are with our soulmates. There's this alignment that comes in for us, an alignment that we need, um, so that we can continue on with our rite of passage. And then, which is that Six of Wands, we moved into like Two of Cups. And in that rite of passage, we come into our Six of Cups again. So we're still very much, this is an emotional week, everyone. We are full into our emotions. There is nothing here about the earth element here. We have no coins here. Pentacles, we are dealing with the emotions. We are dealing with and our psychic. We're really in our thought process here. So intellect and emotions, head and heart, and and it is so beautiful when we can balance them together. So you want to be thinking about that, right? With our mind's eye and our third chakra. Good morning, Yanni. It's it's such a beautiful day, and I want you to make sure you click on the very beginning to reads, but we are going through the recaps, so I'm gonna really catch up. So first, we had the Four of Cups, and the beautiful Four of Cups are about reevaluation and reflection. Then we came into the Four of Wands, working on that completion of that dance that we've been dealing with to come into our beautiful Two of Cups with our soulmates, to allow us to go into our rite of passage, which is a beautiful card. It's the only swords card we got, and which is this element of the air. Um, but we have this rite of passage. And then we came into the beautiful Six of Cups where we have this balance of the yin and the yang. And I when I really look, we're filled with joy because even in the rain, the flowers are blooming, the cups are overflowing, and we have the balance of the yin and the yang, and the partnerships, they're still there together. And then we came into our visionary, and to having that courage and that strength on that rite of passage to know that the elements and everything are there to support us to go through with strength and courage. So we're looking at our visions, we're going through it, we're looking at those completions. And when we're here right after we're the King of Wands, we come into the Page of Cups, and everything is just beautiful and overflowing. And there's this tenderness and this hope and this delight of everything that's coming through with our visionary. And then we come in and we switch, we go right in from these evenness and everything else, and we come into these two fives. And the first is, but they're in reverse. So we have the beautiful the Five of Wands, but the Five of Cups. The Five of Wands is next. We have the Five of Cups here in reverse. And when I looked up and we read about the reverse of this, we're not crying over this spilled milk anymore, okay? We're done with that. We're moving over. We have this courage, we have the strength, the tears have fallen, and we're moving on. And it is going to be a little bit of rough because the Five of Wands comes in, but it also comes in reverse, which means, what, someone puts down the wand, someone just says, I'm done. The flame goes out and they move on. But that's perfectly fine, because that means, we don't need to fight. There's no more bickering in this. And it's so beautiful because it comes up with this completion where we are with the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups are so beautiful. It's all about love in the beginning. So this whole week, like I said, like even this morning where I had to go out, and just so much beauty in the world and the sky and the birds, and just everything was just magnificent. And like I said, REM came on. It was the end of the world as we know it, but we're still fine, and we are absolutely fine. And I look at it even with the cards, and I guess I bring that up again because it truly is. Um, it may very well be the end of our lives as we know it in this moment, or what we've been working on and going through. And I don't know if you can tell in my voice and everything else, I have this excitement in me, this lightedness. It's like, even though you know me with my pain, there's this, like it's like, um, if I can explain it that way, just to let that out, this release, the weight off our chest is gone. And it's so beautiful. And the card ends there. And I just want to leave this with you with this vision. Um, this is going to be such a magnificent week. So if you tune in later, you like or you love, whether you're on our Divinely Love Spiritual Development, Global Spiritual Development group on YouTube, or even here on Facebook. Just we are with you on this Sensational Sunday, and we're going to be with you throughout the whole week. And we continue to work through this. Aha, and I'm even looking now, we even have rose quartz. There's even rose quartz, beads of rose quartz on this hand. I mean, I've actually never even noticed that. This is the first time I've noticed that in these cards. So we're dealing so much with love in our hearts and everything else. So love yourselves, love your neighbors, love all this beautiful energy and this change of seasons coming through. Embrace it. Embrace yourselves, and I don't know, there we are. So I leave you on this beautiful, glorious day, as we look into the start of this week coming up and then into the equinox. And I wish you so much love and light and everything else. So until I see you on Tuesday, um, feel free to comment or anything. If it's not me, one of us will really reach out to you. And by one of us, that is Jackie, Chelsea, Yanni, Jen. Um, we love you. And so it is with such gratitude and in love and light and in pure thoughts and loving words and in compassionate heart, I bow in gratitude. Namaste. I will see you soon. Love you. Enjoy this day. All right. Love and light, YouTubers.